how is everybody doing? So we are back at it again. We are searching for those potential alien radio signals coming in from amongst the stars there. As the Earth rotates, our dish will sweep across the sky, hopefully passing over a planet that has a star that has a planet that is inhabited by intelligent life that is choosing to send us a signal at that time. If it does, we'll see it right up there where that yellow line is at the top. That is the hydrogen line, and that is the frequency scientists think that is most likely to find that infamous hello is anybody else out of their signal. And in the 1970s we may have heard just that. The infamous wow signal was heard there, right on that line. Back in the 1970s. Ayup's in the house, good to see you. Already over there on Twitch as well. Kate is in as well. Rich too, and Tickers, how are we doing tonight? Good to see you all in there. So we're testing out Twitch tonight, aren't we, to see if to see how that one's going to go. But we should be over on YouTube as well. I think it is. I think so. Who's in? Give us a roll call when you join. Oh, Kate is in as well. Hello. Good to see you there. Right, I've got so many tabs open. Let's see how this one is going to go for us tonight. But yeah, so we're back sadly to doing a SETI stream because the weather has not been playing ball, but rest assured as soon as the weather does decide, we will get that camera out. We'll be doing a lovely skywatch there, so for those of you who aren't normally with us, when it is clear, we do a UFO UAP skywatch. That's some actual footage there of the skies live, that we see all the movement, all the cool things going on, and if the moon is up full, we do a little moon hunt, and that's again from footage from our moon streams, all the greatest the details we're looking for. The strange and anomalous up there, but it's cloudy, so alas, we are doing a SETI signal hunt as well. Our Tickers, you're over on the YouTube as well there. Set this up exactly 3 minutes ago. Kate, that is commitment, so I do massively appreciate it. Actually, I was really touched last night with all of you guys, because it's so hard to kind of get people over to other platforms, but you all were there, and not only that, you were all chatting away and keeping me company there, so I didn't lose my footing too much with it being a bit quieter, so thank you for that one. Gave me a little smile there, which is a rarity. How is everyone doing? We're now at the end of the working week, aren't we? Thank God for that. Anyone got any exciting weekend plans coming up? Hopefully my plans are going to be to resolve the issues that we have got, and yeah, get on top of that one. We may have found a suitable local computer, so it might be a quick fix, or it might be it might not be. We might take a week or so, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll get a bit more light on that one. Oh, you can't see anything over on Twitch. It might be because it's was you on there earlier? A little bit too early maybe, and now check it back again and see if it is working. But a little bit of a continuity report there from both sides. Let us know how it goes. Is there any lag, any quality issues on either of these platforms? How's the chat? How does it all work there? So we can decide. But hopefully if we do sort the streaming issues, we can do all three platforms at once. It might dilute the chat a tad, but everyone have their their preference there. Thank God it's Friday, is all I'm going to say. I do feel you there. Still catching up on stuff there. Mine will consist of me sleeping this week and do one. Will the kids let you though? That's the thing there. Oh, Shepsy's in on the YouTube. You couldn't get it on working on Twitch. That is frustrating. Again, all these new platforms, I don't use them to watch things, so I have no idea what it's like. From your end, so you have to let me know how it all is going for you all there. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So again, for anybody that's joining us, we're searching for potential alien radio signals tonight coming in from amongst the stars. We're searching on a frequency called the hydrogen line, and that is the frequency the scientists think is most likely to have the message from ET. Out of all the different channels on the radio dial, the frequencies there, that one again is the most likely to have the hello is anybody else out there signal. And back in the 1970s, they may have done just that. We heard the infamous wow signal, one of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal, coming in from amongst the stars there. All of the hallmarks of an intelligent signal not from this earth there. All Marcus is in over on YouTube. Good to see you there, matey. Still no TikTok? Not at the minute, no. So we're hopefully getting closer to resolving that. But yet it's being very, very frustrating there. I'm just waiting to see if a computer is going to be a suitable spec for us to do what we need to do. And if it is, it could be quite a quick solution for us, because it's just up the road there. So yeah, hopefully we can resolve that. If not, we'll have to wait a little bit longer for one there. But hey, we'll get there. We will get back to it. If they can make flower pies, I don't care. Keep the kids occupied there, Kate. You'll have to just plonk them in front of one of our replay streams there. I know there's a little bit of swearing, but you know, it'll be fine from there. This crown is sounding promising. It is, yeah. Thank God for that one. So we have to give a shout out to Rosetta for finding that one, because it looks like it's going to be a suitable one. So what we was looking at before is you got it working, did you, Tickers? Excellent. And Carl, good to see you in as well. But yeah, V's, you managed to get Twitch working. OGV is definitely back in the house. Good to see you there, V. But yeah, we were looking at the options for a suitable streaming computer. Were basically like, if you wanted somebody else to make it, £1,000. If I was going to risk trying to do it myself with parts, about £600-700, and then Rosetta found one that should be suitable, second-hand one, just in like the town over, for about £275. So I'm just confirming that it is going to be suitable, but that would be an absolute lifesaver for us there. But hopefully we can, and if it is, it'll be much quicker for us as well. Might even be able to get back on TikTok over the weekend if it all goes to plan. So we'll sure see how that one goes. So who have we got in tonight? Got A up in, haven't we? We've got V, we've got Kate, we've got Tickers, we've got Shepsy, we've got Marcus, we've got Carl. Is that everybody in so far? I've got too many windows open to kind of keep track of everything that is going on. But how is everyone doing? Are we all glad it is the weekend? I sure am. How about you, Alan? Have you got any plans for the weekend? He says, just meddling with the stream more. Are you doing it? Is it working? It looks like it, Kate. It looks like it. There, correct. Poor Alan must be a bag of bones. He is. He's wasting away. Just getting slightly more passive-aggressive towards me. Isn't that right, Alan? Yeah, you have to feed him up when we are back on on TikTok there for that one. But yeah, are we going to get any signals tonight? That is the upside and the downside of this stream, isn't it? The SETI ones. It is the lottery. The more time we spend doing it, we increase our odds, but it still could happen at any point. And when it does happen, it'll only be for between 30 and 90 seconds, or we'll see the signal that we want to see there. It could happen at any time there, but how do we occupy ourselves in between it all? We need to hear the latest news and things. Marcus, it'd be awesome. So definitely fingers crossed, man. You know, we want to get back to usual service there. And the problem is when you take any time off of these sorts of things, everyone kind of gets new routines and finds other homes. So we'll have to do a little bit of work to build ourselves back up again. But we'll get there. I'm looking forward to sort of November, December time. We've got some new content we want to try. So as long as everything is stable enough to try those new things, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to our next movie club as well. I think it's going to be the 30th, so it's going to be a Thursday this time, because the Friday is going to be Halloween, so again, special streams there, but that'll be Independence Day, watching separately and chatting over on the Discord there, and our next deep dive over on the Patreon will be the 24th, so I think that's a week's time, isn't it? I'm going to be looking at the documents, the leaked documents relating to MJ12, the secretive organisation there that is meant to be all of the big boys that control the secrecy and the reverse engineering and whatnot around UFOs in the US, and by default probably the rest of the world there. Feeding Alan away there.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
Thank you for just feeding him up there. Vicky, we can do it. We are some team. 100%. Like, honestly, I mentioned a little bit earlier, but brought a little bit of a tear to my eye last night, actually. How many of you guys came over to still support us off platform there, and even for a SETI stream as well. Like, honestly, it kind of made me smile a little bit there, which is rare. So, yeah, you guys are absolute legends. So very, very grateful, and on top of that, I just enjoy hanging out with you guys. I'm very lost when we don't. Yeah, big love there. Where are we? You can't comment on the Twitch side, Shepsy. Oh, that's frustrating. Well, let me know what the quality's like of the stream and the audio on both. So we wanna see which platform is best as well, because YouTube I think is pretty stable, pretty good quality, but a lot of people talking about the chat side of things isn't as fun, so it's always a consideration there. Jane, what's your name on Twitch? I'm new to Twitch, I'm pretty new myself there. We are basically at the thing UFO, so is Twitch just /? Yeah, I think Twitch is twitch.tv/ the thing UFO. Should find us over there. Maya's in the house, good to see ya. Emotional, yeah. Yeah, it's rare to see like a positive emotion anyway there. Oh, that's very kind, V. That's very, very kind. But honestly, I do. I go, I'm going to take time off. I'm going to have this night. I shouldn't be, working full time and then doing all these streams all the time, burning the candle at both ends. Then I do take the night off, and I feel worse for it. I think it is a bit of an actual chill out for me, especially, when they're on the quieter side as well, getting to hang out and chew all of this over. So I feel you guys are there. It's quite simple for the chat apparently over on Twitch, Kate. I like that. As well, and I think we can do custom emojis and things at some point. I don't know if our channel has to get to a certain size, but I think at some point we can have those custom little GIFs and custom emojis and stuff there, which I think we could have some fun with, couldn't we? There. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed to both of us. I think the ultimate plan is that we want to be on all 3 platforms, because they're all different groups of people. So I think our main place to meet new people will be TikTok, and then like when you progress to the OG club, you're gonna probably find it more comfortable on one of the other ones. But hopefully we can go to all 3, and I can then juggle the chat for all 3. I'm gonna need a bigger screen to hold all these little chat windows. You like all them, yeah. They do look pretty cool, don't they? I think Twitch is a bit further ahead there with all of that chat interaction, putting in all those little emojis and things. There is definitely our club, definitely the Cool Kids Club. You can't add to the chat. Does it say why? Is it like a verification thing? Like you need to, I don't know, tick a box or prove that you're a real person or a robot first or something there. Oh, Matt, just got out of the studio. Is this preparation for your podcast, Matt? I'm very, very excited to see all of that and hear it all, I should say, there. You'll have to let us know, exactly the link so we can put them all in the Discord so we can all catch up when episode 1 is out of that one. There's a lot of orange tonight. Yeah, I don't understand either of them. Does that mean something? Can you change it? Can I change it? Over on Twitch, I'm not sure there. You had to put your phone in, Kate, so maybe you have to do an extra step there on the Twitch side. They have Pikachu, I'm sold. Yeah, so we have to be careful not to fully dilute the old chat too much there. And Raph as well, good to see you, matey. Glad to see you there. Oh, it's the breakfast show. It's not breakfast time, is it pre-recorded then? Is that what it is? Well, again, if that's does that air then, the breakfast show then? Because isn't it a Sunday morning breakfast show? So you'll have to let us know where we can all find that one as well. I love everybody's creative endeavours there. So guys, if you are joining us, if you've stumbled into this strange part of the internet and you're looking at this and going, what are we seeing on the screen? Well, we're searching for alien radio signals coming in out there from amongst the stars. We've got a very large radio antenna outside in my garden, and it is pointing up towards the sky. Are we still just about touching on Sagittarius? Let's see where it's pointing at the minute, because this little tracker, so you can see this here, this is telling us what part of the sky we're pointing to, but it doesn't seem to have the constellations shown, so I need to I think add that one, don't I? So where are we? Let's check my app now. Luckily we're pretty much directly south facing there, so no, that's let's go Taurus. We are literally just getting the back hoof of Sagittarius there, which is interesting because Sagittarius is the constellation that not only Free Eye Atlas has come towards us from, the proposed interstellar comet that is creating a lot of noise, but it is the place where the WOW signal was detected coming from in the 1970s. And that is one of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal ever detected. They had all of the hallmarks of a signal not of this Earth, non-organic signal, not coming from any of our stuff, basically. So it's very, very interesting. We're just still pointing a little bit at that, so we could potentially receive that signal in there. But you're looking at the screen there. At the top is your radio dial there, and all those little wiggly lines. They are all the different signals coming in all across all of the different radio frequencies there. You can see a spike just to the left of the red line there. That is a little bit of localized interference, but it's a signal, and it's a good little example there. So we want to see that, but where that yellow line is, because that is the hydrogen line, the frequency the scientists think are most likely to hear the hello, is anybody else out there radio signal coming from an ET, from an extraterrestrial race there. So that is what we're doing there. We'll hope to see that signal come in next to that yellow line at the top. And when we do, the middle section above us here with the orange and blue flashing, that is more of the signal analysis section. That's going to be looking at any signals, and it's currently looking at that background noise there, the background lines there, to see if there's a faint signal hiding in amongst all of that noise there, because that is actually the Big Bang, scientists think there. That is the leftover radio signals being emitted there from the early days of the universe that we're seeing there. But within that, if we get a radio signal that's travelled all that distance and it's quite faint by the time it reaches us, it might be hiding in amongst that, might not be able to shout loud enough against the background there. So yeah, that's what the signal analysis is going to be looking at. And then this bit here, just to the side of us here, that is where the dish is pointing there. So the main target is the prime area of where we're most likely to catch signals, but if in that pulsing outer ring there, if there is a really strong signal in the area, we could potentially pick up something within that too. Oh, that red box, that is the micro signal analysis. So that is when it is looking into detail there, it thinks there may be a chance, no, didn't find anything, might be a little whisper of signal in amongst that noise. There may be a repeating pattern that is heard. There's some signs of modulation or encoding, anything like that. So that is what that's doing every time it thinks, is there something? Can I hear a voice in amongst all that noise? It's having a closer look there. So yeah, make sure you're following us both on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok there, and you can tell us which platform is your preference. Right, let's get back to the chat here. Alan's cousins there. Are they your cousins? He says yes, but he doesn't talk to that side of the family, and he won't tell me why there. And Kate as well. Hubs is on FIFA. The laptop's hardly loading. Oh no, Kate. I have to kick him off, although he's had a hard time, hasn't he? So we'll let him have that one tonight. There are rewards on here too, like TikTok. Oh yes, I'm sorry, I don't fully understand it, but I think there are subs and bits and things like that. I've got it over on Twitch as well, so maybe we can find a way of feeding Alan there. Via those. Where are we over on here? So you can't add any chat on TikTok, Tickers. That is a shame. There must be a way. Maybe when we next see you, I'll have a look at it, see if we can fix that. Oh no, I had to turn up and Sunday. Yes, I will be mentioning it. Oh, thank you. That's very, very kind of you there, Mayor. But yeah, let us know where we can find it all there. Is it a tune-in one, or is it an online one we can all tune into there? Oh, thank you again for all the socials there. Yeah, more people we get in the community, the more chances we have of finding people that have those experiences, which are all going to broaden our knowledge and understanding together there. No play with Twitch is useless. Oh, that is a shame, but that's why we have got the multiple platforms there. And Jane has found us. You managed to get us over on Twitch as well. Thank you, Jane. Remember, you're going to have to let us know which one you prefer there as well. Hopefully, though, we get the streaming PC side of things sorted, and we can do all three, so you can all have your preferences. But, if we do have to start trimming back, then we'll know which ones are the priorities there. Between three kids screaming at each other and the whole of FIFA, this is the head of YouTube. Excellent. Well, I like the fact that we can be there. I don't even know what I was trying to say, but it wasn't Holland. You're stepping in there for Shannon, aren't you? With the autocorrects there. So YouTube's going to be the Zen side, Mayor. That makes sense. Nice chill, nice slower pace there. But yeah, make sure you're whatever it is subscribed on YouTube. Is it subscribed or following on Twitch? I never know which one's which. If we can get enough people, I'm not sure what those thresholds are, but if we can get enough followers there, maybe we can start feeding Alan again on one of those ones as well. So I'm figuring out, not that I've not got enough to do at the minute of all the things going wrong, but I'm also figuring out a new type of content. God knows when it would fit into the roster here, but I'm hoping to bring it to you maybe whilst we're not doing the mainstream rather than doing another SETI. I've just got to figure out how to kind of bring my phone in to the software. So again, that's tomorrow's job there. But I think we might start doing some reviews of recent UFO, UAP sightings there. So there's a brilliant app that you should all download called Enigma Labs there. So if you've got it already, it's one of you guys that suggested it to me. Oh, Blue Nose is in. Hello, Blue Nose. Good to see you there. So Enigma apps, Enigma apps, yeah, like that. I like that. So yeah, it's basically a live reporting app for UFOs. It's really good, puts it all on the map, and you can put in all the details around your sighting, upload your videos and things, but it has a great little feed on there. So I'm thinking maybe once a week at least we can all go through that together, see what has been seen around the world, and see what we think. Are they all legit, or are there some of them a bit questionable there? But I think it's less likely to get to the AI, because you've really got to go out of your way there on that app. So I think it's going to be quite an interesting one. Just got to figure out how to bring my phone screen up for that one. There. Oh, Jane as well. Yeah, we can't let poor Alan starve now, can we? Yeah, he's talking about finding somewhere else. He said he's going to repair his ship and bugger off. Alan, just hang around a bit. It's only been a week. You'll be all right. The hydration reminder. Yes, like without it, Maya, I'd be a shell of myself there. All the news on Free Atlas is becoming stranger, but the whole time, though, it is a very, very, very strange and mysterious and interesting object. But it always, no matter what strange things happen, there's always another equally strange explanation for it now that I'm coming in. But honestly, it is a fascinating object. How do you feel today? Because you've been sort of more in touch with some of this stuff there, you know, and you've had the energy recently. Has that changed? Or is it, have you still got that tool there? He is. Oh, yeah. Alan is already trying to find new digs there, Jane. Yeah, Alan. There's no loyalty with Alan. I have fed him. I have sheltered him. You've fed him, and it's none of it. I don't think they've got compassion. His species there. You can keep the stream up on your phone while jumping to other apps. Ah, there we go. That's the bonus there of Twitch then. Okay, but what do you mean other apps? Do we not have your full attention, Alan? Kate's not you've not got Kate's full attention there. Oh, yeah. He's mentioned something about a mothership there, Kate. On top of the world. Well, I love to hear that one. Excellent. But you have been up to some very good things, so maybe it's all coming up together there. Some very exciting projects of your own there, Maya. I'm glad to hear that one. So it's all a positive sensing there with what's going on. Alan Spacewalkies. Yeah, you've got to go to Maya's now for your spacewalk. You've got to get your exercise in. Be dragging him along. Yeah, YouTube was a pain as it keeps closing. If you want to answer it, yes, it is. It very much is there. Toka Boka funds. My child is mithering. I love the word mithering. That's coming in my vocabulary. What's Toka Boka? Is that some sort of kids game? That's brilliant there. Hey, Nippon, how are you doing? Good to see you in. £15 for chips. That is very disgraceful there, Raf. So, guys, if you are joining us, welcome aboard. We are searching for potential alien radio signals tonight, coming in from amongst the stars. We're all refugees over here from TikTok, is where we normally do the stream. So we're all catching up a little bit about our usual crew. But we are searching, yes, for those potential alien radio signals coming in live there. So at the very top of the screen there is the radio dial. That is where those signals are going to be displayed first live. You can see all of the different channels there, the frequencies and the current signals coming in across them. We've got a little signal next to that red line, just to the left there. It's a little bit of localized interference there, so it's not too interesting, but we want to see something like that over where that yellow line is at the top, because that is the hydrogen line, and that is the frequency that scientists think is most likely for us to hear a alien or radio message coming in on there. And in the 1970s we may have seen just that. The infamous WOW signal was detected right there, one of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal, coming in from amongst the stars there. And if we do get one, it'll then on the top you'll see it spike there, and then it'll come into this middle section here where the orange and blues are. Now that is basically replicating what we're seeing up there, but it's doing a deeper analysis on those signals coming in there, and you'll see it pop up every now and again with a little red box. That is when it thinks there might be a very faint signal there, and it's looking to see, is there some slight modulation, is there some slight repetition there, any patterns that could imply that in amongst all of that background noise there, all of the signals from the early universe, is there a faint signal hiding in amongst all of that? So that's what that's doing. And as you can see here, this side bit here is the star tracker. It's showing us where our dish is pointing at the minute. It's not a very detailed one. There are lots of stars in that area there, but it only lists the big bright local ones. So Fomalhaut is behind me at the minute. We'll come into zone at the minute, and we're just leaving the Sagittarius constellation there. We're on the tail end of that. Oh, hold on, that's had a soak. Sorry, my thing decided to reset itself there. There we go. It's back. Or it's kind of back. Hold on. There we go. That's the problem when you make the software yourself. It has a sulk every now and again. There. Taking me with what on the walkies. I need the exercise too there. And Raph, I've given up on 3i now. It's defo not aliens anymore. Something would have happened already, I think. I mean, this is definitely a good position on it. You know, if it was most likely aliens, yeah, would there be something more literal there, something more like a conscious decision? Would it have changed its speed, its trajectory more noticeably? It's definitely very, very odd. I think what I would find interesting, because there's a whole degrees, isn't there, of natural object all the way to alien object that's going to invade us there. We could have a natural object with aliens riding it. Maybe they've piggybacked a bit of a lift on it there. Or it could be a fully natural object, but maybe there's signs of alien interaction. Maybe they've mined it for minerals at some point. Or it could be an old, very ancient alien craft that's long defunct, and it's just floating around, or has been floating around forever out there into space, slowly collected a lot of those materials that are now outgassing, because that is something that could possibly happen as well. It's not just the comets that are going to outgas there because they're made of ice. As you're floating through the interstellar medium there, maybe you're going to pick up a lot of that material that when you come then into a warmer, essentially, environment, you might still outgas there. So it could be a whole range of different things there. So we could have, space junk. It could be a probe. It could be just a rubbish there coming in. Where are we? But it definitely ranges of things there, Raf, as well. I think I still probably lean towards more of a natural object there, but it's not a hard belief there. It's probably a misdelivery parcel by every like that one. Not the Amazon gone wrong. Sends you the picture, and in the background it's just Uranus there. And aliens better land on my birthday. We'll have issues. Well, hey, what day's your birthday? We'll see. Is that a prediction there? And Nippon as well. Aliens don't want to reveal themselves. They are just watching us from 3i. It's again a perfectly plausible one. If they are curious, if it's a probe, maybe they are just monitoring, or maybe they are, like in Star Trek, there's the don't interfere policy. Maybe they're just there observing, trying to cause little disruption as possible there. Who turns it to make coffee? Well, it's definitely not Alan's. Wouldn't get that out of him there. We are definitely, yes, Vicky, TikTok refugees there. Why did TikTok throw you off, Jay? So technically they didn't. It was an indirect throwing us off there. They upgraded the requirements for the software. So this was my rant from yesterday that you've all heard. But essentially, they do the forced updates for the software that we use to go live from a desktop, because we have all the cameras and stuff we have to have. The desktop version can't do it from the phone, sadly. And they forced update with this wonderful new feature that allows, all the animations that you can get when you gift over on TikTok. It comes up with the animations. There's a new one, which will basically means that your environment will be full of coloured lights that move to music. Wonderful, something we would never use. Forced update, but it's very graphically intense, and because of that, and the way I was now running that software, we couldn't graphically do that anymore, so it just crashed out every time we wanted to go live. We now got to upgrade to a dedicated streaming PC that will be able to handle that. On the plus side, though, it had been struggling anyway, and a lot of you guys had mentioned about the audio cutting out videos, and we had a few dead streams and stuff before. So I think long term it'll be better, because we'll be able to do that and dual stream more consistently as well to these platforms as well there. But that's why they're doing there. Alan is always misbehaving, V there. It's a game now. You have my full attention. I checked out, actually. Was it Kate? Was it you, or was it somebody else mentioning about the besties that their daughters were watching? I checked them out after the stream, if it was you, Kate. That's a very interesting content there. Well, Alan, we've now got Kate's full attention, so you'll be glad to know he approves. I heard some stories that of a new object, a larger than 3 atlas, called Antoine, called Goliath. I mean, there are very, very large objects out there at the minute, aren't there? Very large ones. Space is wonderful like that. It's very, very strange. Like that. I haven't been catching up. I've had so much to do trying to figure out this stream. I'm well behind on my space news, trying to figure out what all this technical stuff means, what's going to be a good spec. But I'll have a look into that one, the Goliath. I know a lot of stuff because when the sort of Free Eye Atlas had come in for a couple of weeks, we were all interested in comets, and everybody was all then talking about all the other comets that are passing through, like Swan. And as far as I can tell, though, I think Swan was just a normal solar system comet. It's a large one, but a normal comet there. So we were looking for objects that have that I designation there, telling us that they have come not from our solar system there. The I for interstellar. They're the ones that I think really interest me. But even though Free Eye has been a very interesting object, I'm still more interested in what Oumuamua was. There was some definitely unexplainable stuff there. We have 10. Do we have 10 of you in over on YouTube? Excellent. The very chilled side of things are there. Oh, where are we in the... I think I skipped on the chat there. Yeah. The day after Guy Fawkes. I came with a bang. That's a good one. I like that one there. Yeah, Mayor there. So the 6th there. I have to remember. I will totally forget. Where are we? How many does Twitch have? That's a good question. I think we've got 7 on Twitch. And where are we there? 9 there, 9 YouTube, and 7 over on Twitch. But probably a couple of you are probably dual streaming as well, and getting both up. Yeah, also Kate's in both. I can see that. Perfect. Oh, I can't deal with the O stimulate. It does drain you. Even if you're not fully aware of it, you do come away from these things very, very drained. I know I do. Staying here, you can't comment on it. You found your place there, Tickers. And Raf, so we are chatting ball at work as usual the other day. And what if a Jesus as resurrection was him being abducted? So originally alien, but took the Jesus persona. Well, there are lots of stories in alien lore talking about Jesus being an alien. And I mean, if you're trying to understand an entity that comes from the sky that's capable of doing a lot more stuff there, you know, I mean, God, Jesus, it could well be the way it was interpreted. I don't like the whole login thing, tick the boxes with bikes, etc. Oh, it's just complex. I'll show you what a bike is, Tickers, it's fine. Where are we on the other side now? I've got to remember both chats here. James, well, your thoughts on space not existing. Apparently some people are saying there is no space. I've seen those comments come up a few times. Space isn't real, or we're living under a firmament or something. And is that all? I'm assuming it's flat earth stuff, because I don't know, really. I mean, I very strongly leaned to space existing, because a lot of my understandings about how things work come from, you know, orbits, circular things, gravity. But, I mean, fully, I am relying on scientists and what they're telling me about that. And on the other hand, I'm very skeptical of a lot of scientists and the scientific attitudes to a lot of all things. So it is a bit cherry-picking what I believe and what I don't. So I wouldn't fully write somebody off as crazy for those things as well, because at the end of the day, we're all... rather than figuring out all these things for ourselves, we are, you know, delegating that responsibility to somebody here or there that we trust. So, if there's a compelling argument, I'd like to know what the arguments are for it. I think for me, it'd have to be quite an impressive one to underline, you know, against all of the what I do understand, what I think I understand anyway, of space and all that stuff there at the minute. As well, I read an interesting article tonight. Blink and you'll miss it. How technological acceleration shrinks SETI's narrow detection window. Oh, is that coming from the fact that we're now making it so noisy and therefore harder to detect things? Is that one? Because that is such a big issue with the things that we're doing now. It's like, how do we know? We've got a few things that can tell us and help us filter out those things, but it does leave that question mark, you know. Is it really technology? Carlos, you found us over on Twitch. Good to see you there, Carlos. There. It's definitely A up as well. I love going through all of those for reading that. I'm sure other people appreciate it too. There. Where are we? I think the Flat Earthers got your attention over on YouTube, didn't we? There. A few comments there. You have to prove you're human and not a computer. Hey, well, nowadays though, computers are getting pretty convincing. There. They didn't know you didn't have that, Kate. They must trust that you're not a computer then. There must be something else about your search history that has flagged you up there as a potential computer, potential bot tickers. Don't worry about them. I may be intolerant. I'll tell you about the little incident. Oh yeah, I've heard about the little incident. That was quite funny. There is somebody cut in front of tickers, I believe, at Lidl, an elderly couple, and they got the brunt of it. I believe. V as well, my mum was telling me she was all proud of herself at work today because some guy came in and asked if anyone knew about Three Eye Atlas, and she was able to say yes because of what she'd learned. And I'm like, oh, that is awesome. That is so cool as well. And that is, again, it's one of those things that I think if we can all just get together and share our knowledge, we'll all understand a bit more about what is going on in the world. So I love that. That is so cool. Where are we? There as well. I will get this pronunciation wrong, but it's the Orionids. So one of the two major meteor showers caused by the remnants of Halley's Comet will peak with the arrival of a new moon, providing an excellent opportunity to see shooting stars without interference from moonlight. So excellent. The moon is going to be not very visible. They're not polluting the skies with the old light there. Perfect timing for another major meteor shower. Now, I do love the old meteor showers. So hopefully we can get the show fully rolling in time for that one, and that the weather is going to play ball, so the skies are going to be nice and clear for us, because that would be really cool. We do love a good shooting star. The show that nature provides for us is always very cool. So I love that one. I can never pronounce that, but it's so cool to think, isn't it? It's the remnants of Halley's Comet there, the debris left behind. So what's Halley's Comet? It didn't break up, so it's just the outgassing and then the detritus that was left behind in the normal cometary wake there, or did part of it break off and shatter? Because that is when we get these meteor showers. We are flying through debris fields, so as Earth is doing its orbit there around the sun, every now and again, we're going to go through these patches of just debris of rocks left by past comets and meteors and things like that. And then when we do, all those little particles, we're going through that fog essentially of these little particles, they all come into our atmosphere and put on a little show. So Halley's Comet as a kid only comes past Earth every 75 years. Was it cool? What was the one that I would have been? I remember they were the eclipses. I remember messing around with eclipses. There must have been a comet or something too then. When was it last visible? Good question there. Once in a lifetime stuff. What was is it Shoemaker Levy? That was the one that broke up, wasn't it, into Jupiter at the time, because that one was a really interesting one. It taught us a lot about comets, but apparently it passed close to Jupiter initially, and then the gravitational strain, the tension on the object there, broke it apart into, I think, 3 or 4 pieces there, or maybe more, and large chunks. And then as it went past again, they got pulled into Jupiter there, and you see they call it like a pearl, because it's like a pearl necklace, don't laugh, there. And you can actually see these impacts, some on Earth and some on the moon there. This basically the line of impacts there, where a large object is broken up, so it's all very close together in its orbit, and as they impact there, you get the line of impact marks there. So yeah, I do love a little bit of space as well with that. I remember there was one when I was 18, but I don't know which one it was. Yeah, I think it was about 40 years ago, maybe. I was under 10 at the time. I was going to say, 40 years ago, still the 60s for me, but obviously no, it's the 80s now, isn't it? God. 86. Oh yes, it's excellent, spot on there. Where are we? Over on the older YouTube chat there. How are we both? Jamie, good to see you in. How are you doing? More importantly, we're good. We're tackling the old issues coming up with TikTok and stuff. But we'll get there. We'll get over it. We'll be back online soon enough, I reckon. But we're good. Now it's the weekend. We can get on with some fun stuff. How are you doing? Good to see you. If you are quietly joining us, say hello. Let's see who is in the chat tonight there. Can you imagine if there was aliens? There would be absolute panic. 100% there would be panic. But I think it's like pulling an elastic band, isn't it? So the longer you pull it, at some point, the thing is going to snap back, and it is going to, there's a lot of energy, a lot of tension built up there. And so the further you pull it, the more energy is there. And then that correction is going to be more painful. It's physics, basically. And I think the same goes to things like the alien issue. If aliens are real, and if they're visiting us, if all of this stuff is true, as we strongly suspect there, the longer we deny it, the longer we build our society, our cultures around them not existing, the more people that aren't eased into that. That bigger that correction is going to be, that snapback there. It's physics, and it's the same as there. So no matter what the panic is, I think we're just going to have to get to. Hopefully we can ease it in, like with that elastic band tension. Hopefully we can control and slack it off a little bit there. But if it's a catastrophic one, if something happens, if they arrive in the night sky there for everyone to see, then that snapback is going to be big there. It's going to be painful. There's going to be a lot of that built up energy. The YouTube side is calm. I mean, Twitch is still pretty calm as well there, but it's another platform. Marcus, I know, right? Considering society is mainly based on religions, it would be absolute pandemonium. It would, and I think this is a great point for understanding really what religions are. Because I think we get this wrong. I think we get a lot of things wrong here, like science, religion, art. They're not separate things. They are all methods to understand the world, ask questions and answer them too. And that's why I don't think they conflict. The answers can conflict, obviously, but they're just methods. One of our oldest ways of conveying knowledge is narrative, archetypical narratives there. The hero's journey, good versus evil. We have told people that knowledge throughout the centuries, through many different cultures there, through story. And it's kind of a low bandwidth way of delivering that message, and religion is kind of the same. It's maybe the next step up from narrative there. Here are a set of rules that are going to be imprecise and imperfect, and some are going to be probably more right than others, definitely there, but it's still a tool for understanding there, a way of conveying that knowledge without everybody having to have all of that scientific information. I think science is just really on the precise end, and that is great, and it does it very well. It's a scalpel, isn't it, versus tearing the Amazon box open with your bare hands there. So I think that's why people can act religiously about science, because they're using that belief, a mechanism there to understand science, and you can be scientific about religion as well. I don't think they're natural contradictions, but you're right there. That people, the more tightly you hold to it, the more specific you are, then the more chance of it going wrong. And then if aliens do land, and if aliens do land. And you've not got it quite right, if you've not got an explanation for that, it's going to correct that. Marcus, science will always beat the religion and narrative, to be honest. Well, I think it will in specific things there, but you don't want to apply it like a precise tool to certain things as well. So we can't. It's always going to, if you're trying to figure out what something is and what it's going to do next, 100% science is the tool for that. It's the best one for it. But if you want to get a group of people together to do roughly the same thing, to work together, hopefully a little bit cohesively there, which is the point of religion, isn't it? So here's a set of rules to us all function to, whether they're good rules or bad rules there. But that's what religion's job is there for that. Or even, for people that we'll go back to like medieval times when things were much, much more hand to mouth. We didn't have the luxuries of studying things. Most of us did. We were all slaving away in the fields, hoping for a good harvest and whatnot there. I mean, if you had to explain why the sun is up sometimes and why it isn't, and why sometimes your crops get, grow better than they don't now, scientific is great to resolve that problem. But if those guys haven't got the resources to actually solve the problem, then hey, here's a religious narrative, and that tells you, then they can get on with the farming there. I believe what I can see. I love that one. I think this is the thing, you have to you have to have some degree of evidence for these things as well. Where are we? I missed the Sainsbury's bag. Yeah, well, I probably can get that back over on Twitch. There. Check as well the web, and can't find anything like this platform. All the others are either two people chatting. Oh, you're talking, yes. You've searched the web. It's a good little community here. We are very, very lucky. I think chatting loads of statistics. This platform is so unique. It's an intro. Thank you, Tickers. It's very, very kind. Where are we over on the Twitch side of it as well? So I've been neglecting that on my little rants there. I remember seeing a comment in the 90s when I was really young. I can't remember which one. Yeah, I can't. I think I probably would have caught that one. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember what one it was at the time there. I remember, sorry, A-Up says, I remember it blowing my little brain. I'd seen it into seeing it sewn into the Bayer tapestry in 1066, and here it was, looking at it through a telescope in the 80s. God, that is actually so cool. Thinking about that, I didn't appreciate things like that when I was younger. I think it's the way for a lot of people, isn't it? You know, you go, oh damn, connect that. But yes, yeah, that is so cool that it was in the skies. There's some interesting stuff from back then, isn't there? Lots of murals and things about these lights and shapes in the sky that, you know, we have, I think, culturally written off for a long period of time. It's just, oh, it's another comet, or it's a few stars. But some of them are actually looking a bit weird. And the reports from the time were interesting too. It was Hal Bop in the 90s. Ah, that rings a bell. That rings a bell there. When COVID hit, society started to panic buying bog roll. Yeah, what do we need to stock up for this time, guys? For the next one there. When lined up, right, it all paints the full picture. I like that as well. My dad dragged me out to look at it. I bet you're grateful of that one now. Who was it the other day that was saying that they were around for the moon landings, and they didn't want to. They wanted to go to bed, and they didn't want to at the time. They didn't appreciate it, but they were glad. Obviously, their parents forced them to stay up with it. There. Where are we? Thunder thumbs. That's that. Now that's an insult there, Tickers. I like that one. You got thunder thumbs. I'm gonna steal that one. It's interactive, it's live, and it changes if the weather is crap. Yeah, we are very flexible on that front there, I think. And what a community. We are very, very lucky there. Exactly. If all of the religious scripture and science papers were destroyed in 1,000 years from now, science would still be proven. Exactly. You're right. I mean, science is just that precise one. It's how you get those out. It's so useful. So I always try to caveat, because I have a lot of criticisms of the scientific community, but I think we have to separate science as a process and as a tool from the way we as humans then utilize it and use it as an excuse for things. I think, but science is 100% incredible. Like, I mean, all the things that we're looking at now, look together, look at what we're doing now, you know, and that is off the back of science there, really, isn't it? Is how we have got that there. But yeah, again, we have to separate, I think, out there, because the scientific community can, because they're human, as we all are, can go a little bit awry with that. They can, as we've seen, definitely when we're looking for answers within this space as well, they can get very dogmatic with it, as I think we can as well from our point of view. So it's always, I find that one a struggle, how I separate my criticisms there, because it's not an overall scientific, because yeah, science is a very it's just an amazing tool there as well. But I suppose that works across for religion as well. Again, you know, it's the tool versus the human implementation and the abuse that can happen around it there, and our humanness in between it all. There, question everything. Exactly. Well, I would say question everything that you have to then directly do something about. If it's not in your day-to-day, you'll spend all of your time messing around every last detail. But if it comes onto your radar, if it is in your physical realm, if there's an issue that has presented itself to you, then maybe you have to look and you have to question it, and you have to do that step by step, the scientific process there of resolving that problem. Because otherwise we'll spend all day, every day trying to figure everything out as well. But I do love how inquisitive people are here, and like, you know, I think the UFO community and even the paranormal community, all these subgroups here, they get a bad brush. We go, oh, we're all crazy, we're all we're unscientific and stuff. But actually, I find it's these groups, and there are obviously that part of it like there is in any group. But I find it that actually we're the most questioning, the most curious there, which you would have thought would have been a fundamental requirement to be a scientist, wouldn't you? But I find they have less questions than our lot here. But I mean, wouldn't it be good, like, if we can start to then, improve those skills? Because I'll be the first to say I do not have the temperament for the scientific process there. I'm not particularly skilled at that. But wouldn't it be great if we could start to leverage some of those processes there and get the benefits from that scientific approach in what we're doing here in our quest for answers? Where are we? In the older chat. My dad dragged me out to look at it. I bet you're glad he did there. Okay, I did. I loved all the space stuff. I had to be at least 10 with the comet I saw, because it was dark, and I went to the shop watching it in the sky. You saw it in the skies, you went to the shop. Oh, now that is a cool memory there. And V, I've always been fascinated with space. I got my first telescope from Argos when I was 7. Still have it to this day. Now you have to 100% keep that, because that is so cool. I don't know, I'm like ADHD brain. I'll go very into details on all sorts of things, and then it'll change for a bit. I mean, there's always the interest, but the focus will shift, I think, through the thing. So I can't claim to have been as curious of that as a child. I've always been curious of how things work in general, I think would be the best way there. I want to take everything apart and know how it works, and that includes the mind as well. Where are we? I never got one though, even you're asking. Oh, we still need to do the telescope thing here. We need to see those ones as well. Andre as well, good to see you over on Twitch. Thank you for making the effort to join us over here tonight. Oh yes, I'm glad my dad got me into space when the kids were young. When the kids were young, I used to drag them to the local observatory for talks and telescope views of the sky. Now that is awesome. That's going to be some core memories there for the kids. I love that. I don't think we've got actually now we've got some radio telescopes local to us there. I think we're all quite reasonable. Yeah, I think we, as a community, we filter it out, don't we? People see what the conversation's like as they join us, and if they're too extreme, they probably don't hang around for too long either way. They're probably not their sort of cup of tea, and that way, we filter out, don't we? Build our little community up. Where are we in the old chat on YouTube there? So where are we? We are an awesome community, Matt. You're totally right. I can't go without hairspray, so you have to stock up on that one for when the old alien's here and the disruption that happens. Question everything. I love that. By the way, this community and being able to converse openly about judgment. Yeah, man, I totally agree with you. And that's the thing, we can fully disagree on things. And that is how we learn. But I think it's also more important to allow people to be wrong. Because if you raise the stakes so high, if somebody's wrong and you get that opportunity to go, haha, I told you so, and you twist that knife in, then next time they're not gonna be as open to change. So I mean, I check that in myself every time again I see something in the news or somebody goes, you were right. In the end, there's part of me that wants to go, told you so, but trying to stop myself doing that, because you've got to allow people like that cost for being wrong, lower that down there, because that is how we all learn. So I love that one, and I love the community for that one. I thought that would be the hardest part of doing this online, knowing what online can be like and how polarizing and how easy it is for people to be a little bit more aggressive. But it's not taken much enforcing at all, has it? Like, just naturally we've found people that are open, like that one. Take us assume nothing, believe nobody, challenge everything. I like that. Alan? He says, but believe Alan. Alan says, believe him. There. Raf, only ones we judge markers are the flat earthers, the flat earth brigade. I'm even open to hearing their conversation. That's me, but I'm trying to be noble there. I don't think I'm going to believe it, but I'll be open for that one. Marcus as well. In the great words of Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black, humans like to feel that they have a good bed on things. Yes, we do like to feel, and it's a little bit uncomfortable when we don't. We like to have our structures there. And man, I've seen things on paranormal investigations and captured what I can't explain. I even question that, and that is good, isn't it? And it's right to do that, because all of the time, this is our best interpretation of what we're seeing there. So, you know, we can only have, we can only, you know, figure something out if we know the ingredients to answer that question. So I think it's totally right there. And I'm not giving Sam the birds and bees. It's a bit late for that. And Raph as well. Best thing to do. Where are we? Where did that even come from? No wonder I was confused as a teenager. I went out trying to build a hive. No wonder the useless for the girls, yeah. But the honey tickers was next level there. V as well, where are we? No, in the old Twitch chat there as well. I asked Agent X where you've been, and I've been waiting 3 nights, and I've had to talk to Otis instead. Yeah, well, I did put a post out, but because it mentions the word YouTube and Twitch, it like bans it. Doesn't show it to anyone there. So probably quite a lot of our lot wondering where the hell we are. But hopefully we'll be back soon enough. I'll go on my little rant again to catch people up with that in a second. Andre as well. Oh, no, sorry. A-Up says quite a few local schools and universities near me have their own observatories. So it's that is pretty good. Posh part of the country must be there. Okay, so I wish that was a thing when I was in school. I might have attended. We had a planetarium that I think that we went to once. Should have gone more times to that. One of our guys mentioned actually over in Winchester, which isn't too far, but it's awkwardly far enough now. And it might even be tomorrow night actually, but they were doing live music to, and I think that they were playing music to the solar system in the planetarium there, and it was like Dark Side of the Moon or something there. That would be absolutely phenomenal, but Winchester was a bit difficult to get to via train there. And the strange thing, so because all of the space agencies have gone quiet just now, I decided to look into the Paisley Observatory for a look through their telescope to try to see Free Atlas before it went behind the sun. But coincidentally, Google says they're closed until further notice. Firstly, Vay, I love your attitude there. Right, I'm going to go get my own evidence in the absence of these guys. I love that. Don't wait around for other people to do it. Let's just get on and do it ourselves. Love it there, but they're also closed as well. So I don't know if this probably doesn't apply to that one, but that is a bit weird, isn't it? The connection there. But so I was like, well, why are the European Space Agency and even was it JAXA, the Japanese, the Chinese, why are they all as quiet as well? And I did hear one thing that does sound a bit plausible to me, don't know how much I'm going to believe it because it's all very convenient, but that even though they are, these other missions are funded by other space agencies, so like the European Space Agency has its own orbiter, doesn't it, around Mars, and that's where we got one image from. And we think, well, you're not on shutdown, so why are you not sending us other stuff? Apparently they do a lot of exchanges with their teams, so there could be a good parts of their team that are American that are on hiatus, so it's all kind of messing everything up there. And kind of knowing how collaborative scientific groups are like that. It's very interesting. Maybe, but maybe it is a bit convenient timing as well. And out, Derby is defo not posh. There we have the Space Centre in Leicester down the road, so everyone's got a bit space mad. Oh, that's good though. It is interesting, isn't it? That I was always cynical with these government projects to whether it's a statue here or a museum there or a cultural this or that. Going what difference is that going to make? But when you do have these certain things in your area, it does raise that awareness. I haven't been to the Space Centre, and I really want to. I would love to see the British Interplanetary Society's moon suit there. They designed one, didn't they? And it looks so cool. If you haven't seen that one, look it up. So the designed moon suit from the British Interplanetary Society there. It looks absolutely awesome. Alright, let's go back over to the older YouTubers. Where are we? On that one. Oh, there we go. It's all in the construction of your hive. Okay, you're having your own conversation there. That's gone off on a total tangent there. Tickets as well. You know, you're having your own one there. I live down the road from the Greenwich Observatory. They're apparently going to refurb the planetarium. Oh, that'd be cool. Now, I do like the Greenwich Observatory. Went there quite a lot when I was younger. It was one of the go-to family outing locations. And when they built that, it's probably not very new now, but there's an extension kind of around the back where you'd go in rather than the old way. I remember they had a massive iron meteorite just kind of in the doorway, and you could touch it, and just the way that they're so poxed and textured, it just really blew my mind. That's what an iron meteorite looks like. It was just this huge lump of iron there. Absolutely stunning. So if you're in the area, check that out. As Ticker says, where are we all in the world tonight? Tickers is near Frome in Somerset there. Marcus is Greenwich. Raf is Surrey there. It's all gone silent. You're right there, Mao. It is a little bit suspect. You love the observatory, Shepsy. Well, maybe when you get your new place, you can build yourself a little observatory out there, and then we can borrow it for our live streams, because you're slightly higher up on the hill than we are. Tickers as well. Surrey, lovely place. You know, I haven't much time in Surrey at all. I've got Cheshire for Kate, Somerset again for Shepsy. And where are we? Red Wine, how are we doing, Red Wine? Good to see you in tonight over on the Twitch there. Oh, Kate, you've got Droddle Bank near you now. That is cool. That is very, very cool indeed. We've got, what's the one near us? It's a big radio telescope. Not as big as Droddle Bank, but one of the sizable ones is quite near here. I always forget the names of them as well. Rosetta, I did wonder who it might have been there. And Rosetta as well, thank you for the suggestion on that computer. I'm just waiting to hear back on some of the specs, but I think it might be a good one. She may have actually solved our problem there for about 25% of the price. So hopefully that's going to work out and get us back online sooner. So thank you for that. We went there in lockdown and stood in the empty car park, gawping at the dish. There's something phenomenal, isn't it, about the size of those dishes? Just absolutely mental. There's one in Russia, I never know what the one is, it's their deep space communications dish, and you see the odd picture going around of it pointing up, but it is so big and dominating above the tree line there with these snow-capped trees. It just looks something out of like either a science fiction film or something. Just the scale of these things, I'd love to get up close and crawl around one. And I have an idea of how we might be able to do that at some point as well. But lots of ideas at the minute. I need to focus on getting the streamer rolling properly back on TikTok as soon as possible. So we'll have to put a peg in that idea for now. Excuse me there. Red White, can't see why it wouldn't work, but I don't know the entire set. So mostly it should be there. The main question I think for us is the motherboard, because we need a vast amount of USB 3 connections to it, or then I have to go through other capture cards and stuff like that. And it's also how is the motherboard going to be able to take an upgraded CPU at some point in the future. But I think I'm pretty confident it's going to be all right there. But yeah, and I'm very surprised actually, like ridiculously better priced and just down the road there. So we'll have to give you 10 points. If on top of your 10 points from that cake yesterday, I see it when I close my eyes, Rosetta, that cake. So if you guys haven't checked it out, go onto the Discord and check out the cake Rosetta made there, because that was something else there. USB splitters are your friends. But I learnt the hard way that there's like a limit on how much you can put through one USB splitter there. So you actually need USB 3.2 or something to then plug in, or we need it's learning the hard way there. That cake was absolute legends. It was there. So where are we? Over on the YouTube as well. Surrey is half posh, half shithole. Well, at least you got half of it there. Same with Southend. I don't. It was a quarter posh. I like maybe 5% posh. That was the Leon C bit there. Hydration, thank you there, Mayo. It isn't the same area. I think to a reasonable degree, yeah. Although saying that, it's quite interesting here. We seem to be this little town. It seems to be like a perfectly trodden middle line. Like it's definitely not posh here, but it's also not rough. It's that perfect, just neutral which I quite like. Very peaceful. Although I did, last night on my way home from work, see a youth trying to attack another youth with one of those collapsible scooters. I was like, oh, that takes me back. That's about as far as the crime gets around here, though. Anchor is a brand. They're brilliant and very full. Anchor is very, very good. So, yeah, I do need to make sure I've got the IO ports there, but I think we are going to be right, because I think we only literally need 2 or 3 at the worst case there, which most do. So I think we're going to be right there. So yeah, that is, if you're wondering there, that is the solution to our current streaming problem over on TikTok. So if you've not heard me rant about this before, a recent update meant that we can't stream. Don't have the processing power with the way that we was doing it before to get onto TikTok Live. So we now need a dedicated PC to do that, which was looking very, very expensive, but Rosetta may have found us a solution for a quarter of the price and very local, so we can go and pick it up, and maybe even if it does work out, I'll just go do that final check, then we might be able to get back on live this weekend. Fingers crossed on that front. And hopefully we'll be all running, and if it's powerful enough, we'll be streaming across multiple platforms all at the same time. Raf as well, one street, they're enjoying a tea and afternoon scones. The next one has knobs in balaclavas driving up and down an Hellion Electric. Now it's quite impressive when it does it on a street-by-street basis. There. The squeaky boogosphere is working again. Yes, it is, V. When I got that bulb, I was like, V's going to be so happy. And then I hadn't seen you for days. I hadn't seen you. So, look, it's there. It's illuminated. Just for you there. There. The kids today, exactly, Matt. Kids today. Absolutely ridiculous what they get up to there. Thought I was bad. Where are we in the chat there? My idea, clever clocks. You know me. Where also, please set up a Ko-fi so we can tip you and recoup. Oh, that's very kind, Rosetta. I mean, you've already, potentially, if that works, you've already saved about 700 quid. So that's enough alone there. But what we might do, because it depends. If that one doesn't work out and it is more expensive, or either way actually, because either way it's going to be a credit card job, we might set up like a voluntary thing like that. That if anybody does want to help, there, take the burden off of my credit card, then we're more than welcome to, and Alan will greatly appreciate it. But it'll be no pressure thing, seeing everybody's struggling a bit at the moment there. But yeah, it's if that goddamn root canal hadn't come up, perfect timing for that, we would have been all right as well. Oh, but it's very, very kind of you guys for offering there for that one. Yeah, we'll set something up at that. I haven't even looked. I've heard of Ko-fi, but I haven't looked at it previously there. Or coffee, a lot of people call it, don't they? But yes, I'll have a look in at that one as well. Oh yeah, I was looking at the GoFund ones as well. There, so I don't really want to do, but yeah, sadly this pushes us close to that line. Sadly. You needed a pair of pliers. Oh, and a can-do attitude, but. You do feel like wasting money on it. Yeah, I mean, I've gone through half of it at the minute. I'm holding off paying for the other part. It's so goddamn expensive. But oh my god, like I was tempted to DIY it, but I've got no other molars on that side. Only one set on this side, so it was it would have just been super for eternity if I hadn't, sadly. But yeah, so seeing the bill, definitely was considering a pound sort of shop pliers there. Oh, that is, yeah, it's easier, but I don't want to pass that on to you guys, but I will try. I will have a look at that and post a streamer there for those. Where are we in the old YouTuber chat as well? Tigger's picture of Sam's birthday cake. Oh, you put it in there as well. Oh, excellent. Do a themed cake every year, so yeah, no excuses for this year. Right as well. In my day, we played Kirby and Penny Up the Wall, 40 to 40. I thought you were going to say Penny Farthings, then. I thought you're not that old, Raph. But Kirby was a good game there. Oh god, yeah. I was going to say one of the games that we used to play, but I don't think it'd be well received nowadays. things that boys get up to, and they're involving dog crap on a stick. Parents missing in action. Well, I think that's probably half the problem of today's, yeah. Brighton and Seven Sisters would be too far for you. So, yeah, the view up there with the camera. Oh my god, that actually is not a bad shout. We can add it to the road trip, so it is a bit for us now, I think, on our regular ones. But oh, that actually throws a bloody spanner in the works, because I woke up in a cold sweat last night thinking of this. I was going to be relying on using my laptop to do the on-location lives, but I can't lug a whole PC tower up there. So, more expensive things to do that now. So yeah, the on locations will be paused, definitely, sadly, for that one. A curbsy. It's the some people do, isn't it? Where are we in the old chat? Let's go back over to the Twitch there. Not that I have favourites, guys. How many? We're not doing too bad over there. How are we doing on that one as well? Yeah, it's not too bad at all. So I think it sets a standard £3 for Ko-fi, or people can tip any amount they choose. We used it for radio gore press for years. I wanna see about that one. Let me send me a link to that radio project there. I'm always a bit geeky. I want to hear about that one. V, Sam, you're amazing, and we all appreciate the hard work you put into the community. Oh, that's very kind. And everyone can be more than happy. That is very, very kind of you, V. But I want you guys to be able to just show up and just enjoy it there. So, no, red wine, no, not quite that one. It's more chasing each other with dog shit on a stick there. But I was trying to spare you the visuals. But as I was saying, I thought you're going to get the wrong mental images there. And Kate as well, absolutely, Avi, we wouldn't have the community, but it's you guys that actually help, mostly do the building. I mean, I just plug it in, put on the, point it to the sky. It's you guys that are tapping away and doing all the sharing and showing up every night and stuff there. So we do appreciate it there. Oh, that was your raid, that's what it was called. Well, right now I'm going to have to search that one out. Because I knew you said you did a podcast, you managed the bits around it, but I didn't know the name of it. Or if you might have mentioned it, I might have totally blanked it. I want to see that one. Where are we? Oh no, we're out there. DJ, good to see you there, sir. Sadly, it's cloudy. We are not having a good run of luck. But you know what? We can view this one of two ways. We can view this as, oh, look, TikTok's gone down. It's been a run of bad weather and clouds. Or we can see it as we're getting the clouds out of the way and all the technical issues out of the way just in time for the cozy winter seasons to kick up, when we're going to reach more people as well, build our little community up there. But we're going to, and whilst we're going to improve that technology as well, so the stream can be a bit better, a bit more consistent, and more available on other platforms. So maybe, even though it's feeling like it's been a little bit of a kick, because that's what it feels like to me, a kick in the stomach there. And then a swift kick in the nuts afterwards. But maybe not. Maybe this was just forcing us. Maybe it was fate just going, look, I'm going to force you to upgrade the kit then, just because it's going to be such a wonderful run of clear, awesome skies over winter, that we want it to be perfect for that. That's what I'm telling myself. And that's what we're going to hopefully have there. And he says, everything happens for a reason. It does, doesn't it, there? As long as the reason is it's telling me to stop. No, the reason is we are going to have a run this winter of awesome clear nights, and obviously the UFO activity and stuff that we're having. Maybe we're going to see some really, really awesome things as well. It's just forcing us to just do that, get it all out of the way, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. We shall see on that one. Everything happens for a reason, and it does indeed. Yes, I totally agree with you guys. Sometimes it does test the faith, and this is where faith comes into play. I do not know how I would scientifically calculate if we should or if we shouldn't do these things. I've done my pros and cons list, but sometimes this is when the broader picture, let's have a bit of faith that maybe it's all going to work out in the end. But we'll see. Proper cloudy in London and in Lancashire too. Yeah, we are having such a run, aren't we? But maybe let's see. Let's just put a prediction in place and let's test the faith angle here, right? Where's my old weather app? Right, office. Well, no, that's my banking app. Don't want to look at that one. That's pretty fucking dire at the minute. Right, okay, yeah, cloudy as hell. Tomorrow, cloudy as hell. But, oh, okay. It's not ideal, but there is a little break in the clouds Sunday evening. I mean, that's whether that's clear. And then okay. And Tuesday is looking. I mean, that's long range, so know how predictable that'll be. But wouldn't that be interesting if Rosetta's brilliant suggestion of a computer that's local to us is perfect for us? We get it. We set it up. We get rolling again just in time for maybe a Sunday's little clear patch of sky, or maybe even Tuesday's there. Maybe it's all fate and it's all going to work out, like cogs meshing in a gearbox there. That's what we're telling ourselves there. Where are we? In the old chat there. Oh, it's not coming up with something there. I need to update this. Need to add the counting of how many times it does that signal analysis there. That's another brilliant suggestion. I think one reason was Sam needed a few nights off though. Yeah, just pulled the plug out the back of it. I need a break this week. No, I get bored. And if I get bored, I get stressed. I start chewing everything else over. Actually, coming on here with you guys is a nice break. I mean, it was a bit difficult in the summer when this room was like a sweat box and we were doing it from like 11 p.m. until 2 a.m. That was a little bit questionable. But yeah, no, at the minute it's actually it's a nice little break for us there. Alan maybe pulling the leads out. I don't think I've seen the sky all week and just a bank of white clouds. It does feel like that, doesn't it? But maybe, again, we'll figure out. So we've got this as our backup content, but maybe that other one we was talking about earlier, where we're doing the reviewing of the life science sightings, maybe we'll come up with some better ideas there. Can't leave you chewing the wires out of boredom. I'm like a hamster in his cage. I'm just chewing away there, ignoring at things there. Fingers crossed for you. Thank you there, Shepsy. Oh wait, where are we? Oh no, I've missed a few there. Hope the 25th is nice. Saturday taking kids to Gulliver's World. Well, I hope that is a lovely time for that one there. Hopefully you're going to get a little bit. That's a few days away, so I think it's a good chance the weather could change and be in your favour there. Just damn, I near just jumped out of my skin. The foxes are out screaming. It does catch you off guard sometimes. You never knew in Southend, was it the foxes or was it the local drug addicts? It was always hit and miss which ones were screaming. Annoying that we have a dark sky reserve here on top of Longley. Yes, we are just down the road. I did want to add that to our list of places to go. Maybe somewhere a little bit darker. Might see a little bit more there. But yeah, our on the road has been put on hold, sadly. Oh, you're working on your greenhouse. Very wholesome. I like that one, Mayor. Are you getting it ready for the next season? Where is Alan? Proof of life. I'll send you a picture of him holding up today's paper there. We do, Tickers, we do, on Clay Hill, yeah, but sadly, I said because of this new change, won't be able to use the laptop, so that's going to be me trying to find another chunk of change to get a mobile device that would be suitable to plug in the other cameras to there. But let's give you some proof of life for Alan.
It's me, Alan, the real star of the show.
Thank you, Alan. Hello, did somebody already spotted? Oh, Harko's in the house. How you doing, Harko? Somebody spotted Swan and A6. I love the sound. Now, Harko has actually been working very, very hard because you've been sending me absolutely loads of really, really awesome places where you can track satellites, you can track other sightings and the ISS and things like that. And oh my God, there are so many good little tools here to improve, to improve your hunt and your search there. And I'm barely having a chance to scratch the surface, but thank you for those, Harko, because they are really, really cool there. So I'll have to post some of those into the main Discord at some point. So you guys can all check those out as well. Alvin, you're Alan's cousin there. He's enjoying his surf stuff. I'm glad to hear it there. And Kate as well. How was it on your end and streaming both to Twitch and YouTube? Good question. So, fine. Absolutely fine. That's the frustrating thing about it. The actual computer that I've got is more than powerful enough to run absolutely everything we do, which is really, really surprising. But it's just because it's running the virtual machine, which runs the Windows within it, and it couldn't then get direct access to the graphics card, that it would underpower the virtual machine for the Windows TikTok streaming. So very frustrating there. But actually, no, we can stream as long as it's all good for you guys. Then it's all good here, wouldn't it? Get no connection issues, no stuttering on this end, and I could do more. I could rub my stomach and pat my head at the same time. How annoying that the problem and the solution is TikTok. Yes, honestly, a TikTok it's just forcing us to use that software. It's been an absolute headache. But I'm hoping, that once we've done it though, it should actually improve because, because it will actually. It probably was even underpowered for what we was doing at the time, so maybe even TikTok will notice an improved quality there, hopefully, as well. Oh, but you can't hear the radio signal now. That was, I thought, a TikTok issue, but for some reason, it seems to be prevalent now on YouTube and on Twitch. We had it for one day, but I can't get it, and I've got my mixer here. I can hear it. It's coming in, and it's being outputted. But when it gets into the computer software, it's almost being filtered out again, but there shouldn't be any filters on it. So maybe it wasn't a TikTok issue. Maybe there was something else in my little audio chain here that was causing some fuss there. Let me mute the music for a second. Right. So I'm going to turn it right up. So it's going to be very loud for me. But hopefully it won't be too loud for you. But can you hear it at all? Oh, Tickers, you can hear it. I won't turn it up too loud then. So can you actually hear it on YouTube? Can everybody hear it on YouTube? So if it's at that level there, can everybody hear it there at that level? So I don't want to turn it up too high if you can actually hear it, because it's not a pleasant noise to have blaring at your ears. But okay, yeah, I can hear it, but I'm not used to hearing it. I'm used to not hearing it. Oh, you're filtering it out. But that is the thing with like white noise like that, isn't it? Barely. Okay. So is this a good level for you? How about now? Barely. Okay, so it is why is that one so quiet? Because it's incredibly loud in my ears. It's up far louder than my headphones. That is weird. DJ can't hear it on YouTube. That is, it's a bit of Stacks error. Let's put the music back up. It's weird that it doesn't come through like it's very loud on my old ears. There. So maybe because it is a staticky sound, there's something somewhere that is filtering it out, thinking it is incorrect, which is very frustrating. I'll have to have some playing around there. So it's making my ears hurt, sadly. I can't put it up any louder. Let me check the channel though. Is there any extra boost I can give it? Which one is it? It's coming from that one level. Okay, no, I can tweak it there. Okay, I probably could bring it up to a level that you could hear it, but then I wouldn't. My ears would bleed. So we'll have to leave it there for the second. I'll have a play around, see if we can tweak it, because it's coming up very loud for me, and the meters are really peaking with that one. It's not important, but it is if there's a signal that comes through, an alien conspiracy, and if you hear an alien message signal coming in there. It's probably a standard for it. It's probably is somewhere, filtering it out somewhere, which is very frustrating. But I have a conspiracy theory in the US is that the forced update is all part of the plan to stop Antifa streaming and spreading the anti-Trump message. Quite a few streamers have had accounts closed or are having a host of issues. It might be. Maybe there. I've not really looked, but when I was Googling the problem, I didn't see many people having the same issue as this particular one. But with the other ones, maybe they are cutting them out. Leanne did say the other day, actually, it's a bit weird that they're putting in this thing, because there really isn't the Mac version of the software, and a lot of people use Macs, so they must have had to do what I was doing with the virtual machines, the way around it. So they're going to totally kill all of those people there. The music is better, it's better. But I do like the weirdness of the static. So yeah, maybe it's a bit. They're targeting the creatives with their Macs, but I suppose it's not even just the creatives that have Macs these days, is it? It's quite a common one. Oh, that is cold and fizzy, but hey, it doesn't hurt to drink liquids. Hey, the root canal was worth it. Right. Have we got any more activity? No, everything is looking pretty much the same on the old dial there. Actually, I'm going to have a little bit of a play. Let's see if I can bring in my phone screen. How would I do that one? Nope. wonder if there's allow our videos to allow our viewers to share videos. That could be good. Oh, that could get pretty sketchy pretty quickly. Trying to find a way of bringing my phone directly in on the stream. Maybe if I did this one. Oh, ignore that one, guys. Oh, let's take you back to... trying to bring in another source. Then we could have brought up some clips, some videos whilst we were waiting for the action to kick off there. Sorry about that. Much quieter tonight. Well, we've spread over the 2 channels, I think, at the minute here. So we've got apparently 13 of you guys over on Twitch. And how many of you guys have we got on... and we got and we've got 6 on there as well, so 19, 20, so maybe it's slightly better. And if you are just joining us wondering what we are doing, you can hear it now. Okay, it's all you'll be able to hear now. You've identified it there. Where are we? Is it real? I wonder what the delay is. Oh, we'll test that one out. Oh, I meant the signal reviews. Actually, you know, I've not been paying attention. I do need to add that feature. Hopefully I'll get a chance over the weekend to do it. Hopefully there. But yeah, if you are joining us wondering what we're doing, we are searching for potential UFO. No, we're not. We're searching for potential alien radio signals coming in from amongst the stars. Why is it saying that on there and then not on that one? That's weird. Oh. Yeah, so we're searching for those radio signals. Hopefully we can get that signal right at the top there where that yellow line is, because that is the hydrogen line, the frequency. The scientists theorise we're most likely to hear the hello, is anybody else out there signal, like the wow signal that we heard back in the 1970s. I figured out what the spike is yet. So that red, the one next to the spike there, I am pretty confident it is electronic interference there, because where we're plugging the actual radio in via USB, it's a powered USB socket there. So I'm pretty confident that, and because it is so thin as well, so it's such a precise signal there, it does tend to mean that it is electronic interference, because they tend to hit just basically one frequency. So I'm pretty confident on that one. If it was a bit wide, if it had a bit more of a base, like a tree trunk, kind of thicker at the bottom and thinning up, then I would have thought possibly more, natural there, or even a actual communication radio signal. I should have some more examples for you guys to see that we can bring over as well. Charco as well. YouTube is also annoying if you stream longer than 12 hours. It just cuts the... does it? I mean, we couldn't do that really anyway with TikTok, because they make you complete a puzzle basically every 2 hours, one of those little on screens, you're a robot thing. So that's probably going to be all right for us. Much less disturbance with YouTube than the other platforms. There is something there though. Right, I got my 11-hour shift this weekend, so bedtime. Raph, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully we'll be back to normal service soon, and we might have a clear sky if we are lucky. Thank you so much for joining us, Raph. I hope those shifts go well. If you have luck, you'll see C2025 just left the Serpens and above Sagittarius. Going slowly to the left. Oh, okay, yeah, well, that is actually the sort of direction that we're pointing, but it is so cloudy tonight, so we probably won't get to see that, but I think we are in that sort of areas where our dish is pointing pretty much at the minute, I think, there. So, yeah. Oh, I was hoping we could bring in a couple of clips. In fact, let me... Where is my... No, that's not to do with that one. Let's lower that one, guys. Can I bring it up on here? I might be able to bring it up on desktop. Oh no, it's that. Get on, come on. Just want to bring up some UFO sightings, guys. Yes, yes. Okay, looks like we can. Can I bring that in then as a little video source there for that one? Right, bear with me a second. See if I can add that one. Right, application. No, I said. That one. Okay, right, that's a bit big. So if I bring that one down here, so we're not losing the whole screen. There, now, if I do that one, right, hey, look, we might be able to bring in some... oh, you're over there as well, DJ. Good for that one as well. See if we can bring in some action on the old screen there. The only issue is I'm running out of monitors. I need some space so I can actually look at the damn screen. We'll see if it all works out at the same time. Hold on, I'll bring it up on my phone. Let me bring us up on YouTube here. No, so I can see if it all goes wrong. No, that's... Okay. Where are we? There. Where on there? Did you hear the 911 call? The cops from a truck driver. Oh, yes, Ticker. So that one, hopefully, we're going to be able to explore a bit more for a Halloween stream there. Right, I'm just going to try this one. So it's going to involve me not being able to see what I'm doing here. So let's see if we can... I need to actually lower this volume here. No, actually, that isn't going to work at all there. So, see how this is going to work out. Right, this is a sighting. What's this one here? So, it's just a small orb flashing slowly. Somebody, Belforge, South Dakota, United States. There. Okay, it does seem to be working and coming through. Right, let's have a look here. Yep. So, that's there. So yeah, where does it say there? That place there, United States. The guy says, I was on my way, my back deck. I was using my Aura Pro night vision camera. I was looking towards the north from my back deck when I saw an orb moving from the west to the east, as if it found me looking at it. It flashed, or would strobe. It slowly glided across the sky, and as it went beyond a tree, a shooting star came out of the sky. So, okay, that's interesting. Should we play that video again? Oh, you can click on them, that's good. Right. I mean, it's not moving fast. It does... Is it moving? It is moving, but it's quite large, isn't it? I mean, you are getting into ISS territory with the brightness of it, but I would have thought the ISS would be a bit faster, but it could be because it's a bit further away. What do we think of that one? Feels to me a bit slow, but it sometimes is difficult to get perspective there, isn't it? So let's skip along a bit. Yeah, it just drifts off in a line there. Could well be. What's this one? Two bright, hot white objects moving together. Oh, I haven't seen the frisbee one, Kaiser. It looks like it's spinning. Oh, I didn't see that part of it. Let's have a look at this one. Two bright white objects moving together. Oh, hello. They're tumbling. They could be balloons? Because you look at the tumble on that. Could well. Let's have a look at the description there for that one. This video was taken about 1:15 9:30, a quarter past to 9:30. It was a not dark evening, but it was quite dark. My wife was in the utility room. I was in the back garden. I looked up and I could see just two balls, but they had like really bright lights, brighter than normal light. It was really dry. I shouted, "My wife!" She came out, looked up. By this time, they were coming over the back garden, and it was just about to pass over the house, or they were just about to pass over the house. We both just looked at each other, but as they went over the house, we couldn't see any lights. I'm disabled, so I can't move very quickly, so I told my wife to go and tell my son, because his bedroom was on the front of the house, so shouted up to him, and that's the video. You can see him looking out of the window and saying it's the head there. So Leicester City Centre. Okay, we get the gist on that one. That one, plastic bags. Kate, I knew I felt scared there. Definitely looks like balloons. I like that one. Okay, right, let's move to the next one. Next enigma. Right, and okay, so this one, 5 bright flashing orbs move in a triangular side-by-side formations. I like this sound of this one. Have a look here. Come on. There we go. Oh, we're getting the colour there. Strong reds and strong greens. So is that a potential for the old aviation strobes there that you get on drones and planes? Sometimes it's difficult as well. When you zoom in on low light, the actual colours can refract a bit there. So if it's a bright white light, you might start to see some of those colours. That's the pixel. If it's like 1 pixel big, decide which colour. Okay. I can see something there, but I'm losing it in the background. Oh no, two objects, yeah. Okay, third one. Oh, that one by it just appeared as well. Definitely odd site stickers, yeah. Okay. At last, some action there, Angela. How you doing? Let's just skip ahead on this one here, because it's so... Well, we want it to be a bit zoomed out, because that is pushing it. It's very hard to tell with this one, isn't it? Looks more like drones. Where are they? That's a good question, right? Should we... let's skip to the... See if we're going to miss out on something there. Oh, look at the cut. That's a very, very strong colour coming in there. It could be leaning towards the drones there. So, so me and my wife were taking a road trip to Oregon last Tuesday. We live in Arizona, somewhere between Oregon and Arizona. So as we get into, I guess, we were a little. So as we get into, I guess, we were a little bit past Death Valley because we were. Taking, I forget what highway it was, but I would say like Death Valley, California was parallel to us at that point in time when I first saw the sighting. But again, we're driving through Nevada, so it's in Nevada. And we just saw a sign for Area 51, but we were more so close to Area 52. So anyways, this is an audio transcript, so it's going to be a bit sketchy there. I can't bring the audio in, I don't think, there. So anyway, it's out there in Nevada there. I'm looking at the stars because we're in the desert and it's night time, so we could pretty much see everything. So I'm looking at the horizon, and all of a sudden, I think I see Octobers, or maybe a Venus. I wasn't sure what it exactly was, maybe even Jupiter, because it was so bright. And so I put my head back down, and then out the corner of my eye I see it disappear. Interesting. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? So now I'm paying close attention to it, and I see it happen again. I'm like, oh my gosh, my wife's driving at this point in time, and so I go, babe, I said, I think I just saw something disappear. So that's interesting. So we're talking about out there in Nevada. So immediately you've got the test ranges. It's an interesting one because you've got not only the fact that a lot of weird UFO stuff is seen in the area, if they're right next to Area 51, but it's also a military test site there. So it could be likely as well that potentially drones and stuff there. Last, I haven't got a Twitch account. Oh, that's cool. We should always be, hopefully, dual streaming there for it there. Yeah, if you prefer the older YouTubes as well. So we're doing a little bit of a review to see if what the latest sightings are here. So Colorado Springs, we've got this one. Object was seen going at a pretty high rate of speed. Video doesn't do it justice. It may look like a bird in the video. It definitely is not a bird. There was very low wind as well that day. Okay, and then when was this sighting? So September 27th, this one was sighting. Let's zoom in on this bad boy. Come on. Well, it doesn't look like a bird or an animal, does it? Oh, there's a bit of a tumble on that one. That could be a bit more of a balloon. Could be similar to that other one there. Oh, let's check out the next one here. No, that isn't that one. Eek. Right. Glowing spherical clusters pulsing and fragmenting. Interesting. Rio de Janeiro, like it. I check this window occasionally, and a few times I have witnessed this light phenomena over Nitroi, oh my god, no chance that one. Niteroi, the city across the bay from Rio de Janeiro. They look like globes that light up and split into other globes. I have other footage besides this one. It lasts a few minutes to over an hour, and it looks different event to event, but usually around the same area. Okay, so repeated sightings. Now that's splitting the formations there. That does time with the old plasmoids and stuff like that, doesn't it? As well. Oh, can you send videos on YouTube? Good question. I don't know. You would have thought they'd have some integration for that. You'd be able to link it in the chat or something, wouldn't you? You would have thought. Right, anyway, let's have a look at this one. So, orbs are splitting. Oh, look, they're flashing away, aren't they? There's a whole line of them. That's really weird. It's definitely got an organic, maybe some sort of weather phenomena. It's like fireworks going off, isn't it? If you, yeah, what? I'm trying to think of how I could search for it. You drop it in the Discord. I should be able to bring it up that way then. Look at that. That's an odd one. It's like the old fireworks, isn't it? Sparks coming off that. It's got a very organic nature. I wonder if they're actually in the exact same place, because that might be a bit of a clue there. I mean, it's going to be hard to track because this video is so zoomed in, but are they literally flashing in the exact same place? Is it a craft that's going on and off there, or is it like the atmosphere is being electrified there, or something going on? Interesting, that one. What do we think on that one? And what's this one? Moving bright lights, swarming. So it's called time lapse. Detail from previous submission of multiple lights on iPhone time lapse, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. And this was October the 10th. So only a couple of days back there. Appearing and disappearing objects swarming, and starts to rise with Earth's rotation. Unusual from our location. Let's send this one in. Oh, that is interesting. Look, you can obviously see the night sky passing there. I mean, they're very bright. They could be satellites, but just looking at how many of the stars they can see, though, I don't know if they'll see that many satellites. But this is the thing, there's so many there. I would lean towards it's got to be something like that, because otherwise, you know, that's a full-on alien invasion if this was the UFOs. You know, if it's going to be that common there, it's either us or environment, I think. Good little time lapse though. Excuse me, chaps. What's this one? Multiple bright lights, multiple bright objects hovering in the sky. Long Beach, California. And this is again late September. I was taking my girlfriend to the airport and driving the back roads. And on our way, she stopped and looked up at and seen it kind of above the airport. And you can see other helicopters and planes in the background. The other guys don't move. Okay, let's see this one, and I'll see if I can bring up your. Stationary. It could be drones and things, couldn't it? Hard to tell. I've just seen your message there, Janie. Sorry about that. Right, where are we? Oh, I've been the wrong server there. Ah, there we go, right. So it's in the interesting one. I don't know. What do we all think of that one? Right. Let me just... Oh no, I'm so far behind the chat there. Hey, I'm Laureless. How you doing? Haven't missed much. We've been watching some clips whilst we've been waiting for the action, but always good to see you there. Folk don't realise how many are up there. You're totally right there. Totally. I was blown away. He's a bit strange. Starlink. Oh, could well be for the other one. Yeah, Starlink would be moving. That's for that one. Right, okay, let me bring up my little thing here. I'll see if I can bring up Kate's video for us there. So, let me just, I'll bring up the chat on here. Interesting things. Right. Probably going to have ads on this one. Oh, yeah, let's wait for that one to pass. Right. Okay. Let's find that one. Is that going to still be? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Right. This is the one. So I think. Where's my cursor gone? Can't click on bloody anything now. Yeah. So this is one Kate's just sent in. So let's have a look at this one. Has anyone seen this one before? British man playing fetch with dog accidentally captures a possible UFO zoom. Oh, I think I might have seen this one actually. So you blink and you miss it. Slowing it down. Slow motion. Oh wow! So that was something was coming towards him there. What could go at that speed? We know drones definitely don't go at that speed. Can we pause this as it happens again? Come on. Oh wow, that was it's like one frame, wasn't it? Can we get? Oh, I had it then. Ah. Oh, okay, there we go. Right. So whatever that is, I imagine it's being stretched out there because it's moving so fast that in that one frame that the video camera is able to take there, that the object is actually is crossing multiple positions there because it's going so fast. So that's why it's sort of stretched it out there. So it might not necessarily be cylindrical. It's just that's the way it's traveling and it's stretched it out across that one frame. But that is very, very fast. That's like bullet fast. That is interesting, that one, isn't it? Let's zoom back on that one. Oh, look, they've got a nice close-up now. That is odd. What do we all think on that one? It is very good, isn't it? Because there's something there. There's something obviously there, and because of that speed, it really does filter out most things. And it's quite clearly not like in the upper atmosphere there, so it's not a fighter jet. So it's coming towards them at that angle. It's very interesting there. There was a suggestion that it could be an arrow, but I don't really see that as plausible because it's hilly terrain and no lines going to be shot arrows like that. Well, yeah, incredibly unlikely that somebody is going to be from that direction as well. That's over the hill, so they would be having to shoot up, and the direction that arrow didn't look like it was coming from down below. It coming pretty much straight on. So, what could that be? But yeah, it's going to have to be somewhat fast-moving object like that, hasn't it? But I would say that's probably spherical there, but it's being stretched out by the lens, so and very high for an area. Yeah, I think very, very unlikely to be. That's good. I mean, there's so many of these things like that out there now. What are they? What is it? What are we all seeing and experiencing? Because, you know, the answers that we have just don't fully cut it, do they? There's something going on. May not be aliens, but there's something going on there. Our normal explanations there don't really kind of cut it, do they? And that's what we're going to see more of. As I said before, we're now so connected, and we've now got all these awesome recording devices. It's just going to become more and more commonplace, and the mainstream narrative, I think, the simple explanation there just won't hold up. I don't think for much longer at all. It's aliens, definitely. It's always aliens. Alan, was it you? He says it wasn't him. He's giving me the cold shoulder at the minute. Don't blame me. It's TikTok's fault. Right, where are we? On everything at once. There. So, that's a very good one, Kate. Thank you for sending that one in. So this is another Long Beach one. I was taking my girlfriend to the airport and driving the back roads. And on our way, she stopped and looked up and seen it kind of above the airport. And you can see the other helicopters and planes in the background. The other guys don't move. No, we've done that one, didn't we? Yeah. So what's this one? Sausalito, California. That's it. Shiny white object, shiny white blue object. Sorry, dancing around. Now, dancing is interesting. We like that one. Let's have a look at this up close. Oh. Oh, now look, it's got the balloon above it. So it's obviously some sort of light attached to a balloon. It had me because I was just focusing on the brightness of the object there, and then you notice the dark shadow of the balloon there, and that's why it's tumbling around. Almost caught us there. He definitely is angry. It's just like a glow stick attached to a balloon, isn't it? Yeah. How stick. Yeah, we've solved that one. Right, what's next here? A silver disc hovering and then fading. This could be good. Just packing tools away, and there was a one in the sky recorded, and it just faded out. No aircraft noises. Clear sky. Was moving slowly at first, and then it stopped and hovered before fading out. Now that is definitely anomalous behaviour. Walks up England. Let's have a look. Very distinct orange. Is that Chinese lantern orange? Or is this orb orange? It's coming to get you, up. Okay, I'm zooming in and losing it. I don't know. It could be quite interesting. If we had the chimneys still in there as a point of reference, we could then check the movement, because at the minute we can't really track the movement. It could be moving, the camera could be moving. It's kind of got that pulse of burning. That's what made me think Chinese lantern for that one, rather than plasmoid. But we'll see. And it's gone. Oh no, it's back again. Is that going behind some faint cloud that we can't quite see, and might be why it's chipping out? But it's gone to more of a white. Again, it's at the distance. Damn. Can we see it? No, it's totally faded out there. Let's watch that one again at the beginning. Right. So when we could see the perspective. It's very orange. What do we think on that one, guys? What do we think? It's a good one, Shepsy. Ball of light moving strangely. And where's this one? Oh god, I didn't realize I was so bad at pronouncing California locations. Starts with a V. It's California. Ball of light moving strangely. Let's have a look. Oh. Okay, that changed direction. That was coming across, and now that looks like it's changed again, because we've got the trees, the points of reference of the trees here. Okay, it's going Chinese lantern. I like that one. So that's done on loop. Now, for it to be that bright, if it was a drone, because drones, okay, they emit strobes and they could carry, in theory, a light, but most of that, something that's going to be that bright there, that's got to be highly reflective to get that sort of perfect sphere there. But that movement is 100% anomalous there. John, good to see you. How you doing, John? Over on their YouTube there. That one's going off. So it's got drone-like movement, that one. But a drone wouldn't be that bright at that time of day. That'd have to be literally chrome to get that sort of reflectivity there. Before the chat's frozen. Hey, it's a good one. You're right there. No, it's just slowing down. Everyone's getting a bit tired now. Speaking of which, I'm coming off in about 5 minutes. I'm going to aim for 10 whilst we're here. There's a... I'm going to have some dinner, I think. So yeah, this one, drone-like movement, definitely, but it doesn't mean it is a drone there, and I don't know how it could be that bright being a drone. That doesn't make sense to me there. So I do want to say, anomalous for this one.
Anomalous object
I
confirmed.
forgot I had the button. We're all deep in thought, trying to understand what we're seeing. And what did they say about this? Excuse me. So the transcription says, early this morning my brother called me and told me that he was witnessing something unusual in the sky, and I asked him a question. Did it have red, green lights or anything like that? Looks like a helicopter or anything? And he said no, and I said, well, let's shut down this conversation. Just cut him off and start recording immediately. So I hung up the phone with him. He took the recordings, and then he sent them to me on my cell phone, and then I reviewed the video, and it seemed very strange because of the movement. It was just a ball of light, didn't have any red or green lights. Now, I work in aviation, and I know what helicopters look like. I know what aircraft look like. I know what drones look like. The FAA mandates that if you're flying, if you're going to fly any type of drone in the sky at night, when it's dark, they have to have the navigation lights, which is red and green. Seems obvious. It seemed to fly like it was a drone, that's what we said, but it did not have any navigation lights. Obviously, a drone might have lights, and it might be somebody flying it illegally, but I don't know. So this drew into question a few things I didn't know. Made me think that this might be for a drone to have a light that bright, and that's where I stand on it. There's a part of me that wants to believe this is a UFO. It's part of me that wants to think this might be real. I talked to my brother, He was very surprised by the scene. He was on his way back to work. He was getting to his car, and then he saw the light, and he started recording, and he felt astounded, and he didn't know what to do at the time. That's why he called me right away. I'm glad he got the recording for this, for anybody to view. So exactly the things that we said there. Interesting there. That's kind of what me and the husband see in the early hours drifting over our house, except for we don't see, we've not seen it change direction, it just drifts over. Oh, that is interesting, because that's quite a clear one visually there, isn't it? Does it drift like into like back and forth sort of thing there? So it's not so necessarily just passively caught in the wind. That's very interesting. Very good sighting there. Right, we're going to wind that one up for today there then. But thank you again for a second night of you guys being absolutely awesome, going out of your way to join us over here on Twitch and Discord tonight. Thank you so much for that. It's really is appreciated, all of your support there in all of the many ways, chatting away here, following us over, all of those sorts of things. So a big love to you guys there, and hopefully we should get some progress and update on this and get ourselves rolling for everything. And it's all going to work out wonderfully, and we're going to have a really great winter season there. I'll thank you, A up there. It's very kind of you. But it's you guys helping out there with your awesome questions and conversation. It's what makes it, for me anyway. But you guys are absolutely amazing, so thank you so much, and we will see you again soon. So if it's clear, definitely tomorrow. If it's not clear, I'm not sure if we'll definitely will, or if we'll take a break there. If we have got a new computer to work on, it might be useful to be doing that. But we'll let you know. There'll be a message in the Discord, probably a post that won't get shared because it mentions YouTube on TikTok there. But thank you so much, guys. And yeah, have a great weekend. And night there, Shepsy. Night there, V as well. A up as well, Kate too, and everybody for joining us over here. So yeah, thanks again, and hopefully we will